I'm Wendy Mahoney, Executive Director for the Mississippi Coalition Against Domestic Violence. Your Mississippi Coalition Against Domestic Violence is here to support you in combating domestic violence. You can be a part of a movement to end domestic violence in our state.
We've been able to obtain many grants through the coalition, and those grants allowed us to meet consumer needs. We've also been able to obtain virtual training during this time when we were unable to have face-to-face training, and that allowed our staff to stay well informed around interventions and other methods that we utilize when we're providing services to the consumers.
One of the needs that we've encountered is the rural underserved populations of Mississippi, and within those populations we have a lot of Hispanic victims, and so just having access to limited English proficiency training through MCADV, it helped our employees see through a different lens, so to speak, and able to really provide a deeper sense of services to victims that are non-English speaking.
Currently, there are 12 certified shelter programs in our state. And the coalition works with the shelter programs to make sure that they are providing the best possible victim services to those individuals who come to their programs. What do you need from us? And once you tell us what you need, then we make sure that we can meet that specific need. Being a member of the coalition and being a part of our inside track gives you access to information, gives you access to resources based on what you may need.
Being members of the coalition has allowed us to obtain resources to use in the community to bring more awareness to domestic violence in our state.
We serve such a large area and can't be everywhere at one time, so data helps us drive our objectives and our goals, and just having access to statistics is very important to us.
Without the coalition, some of the grants that roll out in the state, we would not be informed or aware of those. We submitted our application directly through them, and we've been able to assist our consumers as well as provide the coalition with the information needed to talk about how those funds were utilized and the number of individuals that we served with those.
The Center for Violence Prevention is a proud member of the Mississippi Coalition Against Domestic Violence. Shelters across the state and advocates are in the trenches on the daily. For the most part, we're dealing with victims every day and night and weekend and holiday, and so it's difficult for us to have the presence at the Capitol that we need in order to advance those issues. So the coalition provides a presence here. They represent the shelters and advocates across the state, and that's an important piece.
We have to look at legislation that could possibly impact a survivor. And so we're watching legislation all the time to be able to look at the systems that it intersects with, because it could be a law that's passed that could directly impact one of our victims.
One of the greatest things the coalition does is to provide that sense of community, where shelter directors can come together and compare programming, compare services, talk about the things that we need to do to improve. So all of those things really help to raise the bar across the state for victim services.
The coalition has been in existence for over 40 years, and our tagline is, "Together we have the strength." Being a member and a part of the inside track connects you to a greater community of individuals whose common goal is to end and combat domestic violence. Come on and be a part as we connect together, because we know that together we are a greater force.
Get on the inside track. Get on the inside track.
Get on the inside track.
Get on the inside track.
Come on, get on the inside track.